There is no denying that some pistols can be quite expensive, but this is not always the case. Why spend a fortune on a firearm when you can get a high-quality, low-cost pistol? In this video, we'll go over 10 of them to help you choose the finest handgun for your budget. Continue watching till the end to find your perfect gun. Anderson Kiger 9C. Anderson stunned everyone when he pulled out a weapon. They were a firm entirely associated with AR-15 platforms. They appeared out of nowhere with a polymer frame, striker-fired pistol that accepts Glock mags. To be fair, it is a Glock Gen 3 clone, and many consider the Gen 3 to be one of the best Glock versions. It was called the Anderson Kiger, and Anderson sells it for less than $400. Varied versions have varied price tags, and extras like an optic cut, a threaded barrel, and suppressor height sights will cost you a little more. Kiger manufactures the pistol in a compact shape similar to the Glock 19. Unlike other third-generation Glocks, the grip module has no finger grooves, and the gun has a real Picatinny rail. On top of that, they added a small overhang at the rear to prevent the third-gen slide bite. The Kiger series is new, yet it's already popular. Anderson intends to start selling Cerakote models. It's a low-cost rifle that's ideal for home defense, concealed carry, and more. ATI GSG 9. This is an uncanny valley version of the MP5 in 9mm big format. It's a direct blowback gun with faint MP5 resemblances. The charging handle, safety, and overall receiver design have an MP5 vibe to it. A lengthy optic rail runs across the top, and the handguard is completely MLOK. Instead of the HK drum sight, the GSG 9 has a basic peep and front post. The pistol accepts Glock or SIG P320 magazines, and does it in an unusual manner. Rather than a modular mag wheel, the rifle has an adapter that snaps onto the magazine itself. The GSG 9 can use either mag, and both adapters are included with the rifle. ATI will also sell additional magazine adapters. The gun features a 1913 rail in the back for stocks or braces, and the entire layout is quite simple and largely polymer. It's a simple little weapon, but it appears to be a lot of fun. The GSG 9 will cost around $699. Smith & Wesson 642-38+P stainless revolver. The Smith & Wesson Model 642 is a compact, lightweight revolver in .38 special caliber. It is constructed of an aluminum frame and a stainless steel cylinder and is intended for concealed carry and personal protection. Every firearm is designed with a certain purpose in mind, whether it be for concealed carry, a specific niche, or simply for fun. The Smith & Wesson 642, on the other hand, performs numerous functions. It's a very light revolver. Second, the lightweight design and tiny footprint make this a great choice for covert carry. The ease of usage is another feature that makes this rifle ideal for carrying. The 642 has a double-action trigger, which means that squeezing the trigger simultaneously cocks the hammer and discharges the weapon. It also features an inbuilt lock that the user can utilize to disable the firearm for safe storage. The 642 is a popular choice for personal protection because of its dependability and durability. A Smith & Wesson 642 pistol is currently worth $511 on average. Colt Night Cobra 38 Special+P. This new handgun is similar to an earlier Colt of the same name, but it has been redesigned to employ modern manufacturing techniques. The redesigned Cobra features metal injection molded pieces that were designed to minimize labor-intensive fitting. This new Cobra may look similar to the previous Cobra, but its frame is built of stainless steel rather than aluminum, as was the case with the original model. The new Cobra's trigger is also very similar to that found on many classic Colt revolvers. It's smooth and sharp. However, it does stack a little right before the hammer falls. The majority of market rivals have cylinders that only accept 5 cartridges. The Colt Cobra contains 6 rounds while being only slightly larger than the majority of the snub-nose class. The Night Cobra is primarily designed for civilian concealed carry. It comes with G10 stocks that are smooth and free of sharp edges that could catch on clothes or enable a holstered firearm to print through a cover garment more easily. Overall, the Night Cobra is an asset to the new Cobra line. and it should appeal to lovers of both DA revolvers and Colt firearms. The new Cobra appears to be a logical strategy to keeping prices competitive while remaining loyal to historical Colt revolvers. The 6-shot revolver reigns supreme in a world of 5-shot revolvers, and it costs around $899. Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard. Its small size, durable construction, and dependability make it perfect for carry and backup duty. And there is a growing demand in that area due to the growing number of self-defense enthusiasts and CCW permit holders. All Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard 38s are chambered for 38 Special, feature a 5-round capacity, and are rated to safely run +P loads. The stainless steel barrels are 1.87 inches long, and the revolver's total length is only 6.6 inches. Because of the aluminum alloy frame and synthetic grips, the weight ranges from 14 to 14.4 ounces, depending on the model, and is excellent for all-day comfort. The double-action-only model has incorporated fixed rear sights and a pinned black ramp up front. The finish is matte black, and the basic no-frills variant costs $402. The MSRP for models with an integrated crimson trace laser is $539. Grips with a deeper black polymer are also available for this flavor. High Point JXP-10. The JXP-10 is the first pistol foray of High Point into the 10mm pistol market. It may appear that a 10mm direct blowback handgun is ridiculous, yet they have made it work. It's a slightly more developed weapon than a 10mm High Point. It's optics ready, and the grip texture and barrel threading make it simple to connect muzzle attachments. Oh, and there's a rail across the bottom, which is new to the High Point series. The JXP-10 has a 10-round magazine and is even +P rated, so no FBI-loaded 10mm bullets are required. This is not just a low-cost rifle, but also the cheapest option to get started with the 10mm cartridge. TAURUS 605. For many years, the 605 has been regarded as one of TAURUS's best offerings, and the reasons are obvious. To begin with, you have Smith & Wesson J-frame aesthetics without the Smith price tag. If you're a snubby fan, you've probably heard of the Smith Gold Standard. However, if you're strapped for cash, the TAURUS's similar style is a strong draw. Simply told, the TAURUS is a cheap date, $435. The trigger is smooth and crisp, and it may be staged in double action if you choose. The one-handed pull is as light and crisp as an autumn breeze. Despite the narrow sight radius, it was simple to put bullets on target at self-defense range in either DA or SA with a little practice. In terms of sights, the 605 has a standard serrated ramp in front. The rear sight is a straightforward machined groove, as is common with this sort of rifle. KelTec P15. The P15 is KelTec's first foray into the micro-compact market. The rifle is only 5 inches tall and has a 15-round magazine. The rifle is incredibly thin, and it is the market's thinnest micro-compact. This gun competes with the Glock 19 rather than the P365 on the compact side of the market. You get an excellent sight radius with a 4-inch barrel on top of a barrel designed to maximize the possibilities of current defense ammunition. The P15 has a single slot rail for minor accessories, such as the TLR7 Sub and Surefire XSC. The sights have a large, high-visibility design that draws the eye and is easy to view. Ruger LCR. These compact airweight revolvers were less expensive than the traditional steel S&W weapons. The LCR's production technique contributed to decreased revolver prices, and its modern appeal was underlined in early marketing campaigns. The original was loaded with a 38 Special offering weighing 13.8 ounces unloaded. Later, the business created a model that could take Magnum power loads but weighed a couple of ounces more and featured a steel frame rather than the original's aluminum frame. The Ruger LCR has an MSRP of $580 for the basic model and $670 for the Magnum model. Smith & Wesson 637. The frame of the 637, like the preceding model, 37, is constructed of aluminum, but the cylinder, crane, and barrel are composed of stainless steel. The Smith & Wesson 637 also has a key lock over the cylinder release. The absence of a hammer-mounted firing pin distinguishes the 637 from its older sister model 642. When fully loaded, the S&W 637 weighs 15.5 ounces, with a 1.875-inch barrel. The ergonomic design of the 637 includes a rubber grip wrapped around the grip frame, which feels pleasant and stable in your hand. Some may find it lacking the characteristic grit of the original walnut grips found on the Model 37, but the rubber fits well because the 637 is rated for +P ammunition. So, did you take your pick to buy? Are you glad you were able to save some money? Well then show us your love by hitting that subscribe button. Now that you've learned about 10 cheap firearms, why not learn about the 10 most deadly self-defense backup guns? See you there.